Hi, this is Rabbi Flesher giving you something special on the Torah. So about 2 weeks ago, something happened to me that literally changed my life. I got exposed to COVID. And on the Friday morning, I decided to get tested to see if I had COVID or not. That afternoon, I went for a walk and I decided to do something that I taught my students that week, which is visualization. I wanted to visualize the fact that I would get a result that I wanted, which was a negative result of COVID, and that I would get the result earlier than I was supposed to get it. So I'd get it before Shabbat came in. And I visualized myself celebrating the fact that I got the result that I wanted. Now, while I was going on the walk, I was listening to some ideas from Rabbi Kellerman, and he was speaking about how to prepare for Purim. And he spoke about how we can connect to God in different ways. We can connect to God in the light when things are good, and we can connect to God in the bad, in the dark, right? But both times are very important. The Jewish people, we had just been learning in the Torah portions, had seen God in the light. They've seen God with the miracles of the 10 plagues, with the splitting of the Red Sea, with the getting of the Torah. That is when things are clear. But afterwards, God gives us the Torah. He gives certain laws to Moshe, like Mishpatim, certain laws that we have to fight through and understand. And it's not always easy. And we have to connect to God in the darkness. Purim is that time of darkness as well. We don't see God's name in the whole of Megillah. Yet the Jewish people are struggling and suffering, and yet they still see God. And they come out in a positive light. And that's why we had the celebration of Purim. A very strong idea that really hit me hard. And my visualization in some way did come true. Number one is I got the results just before Shabbat, but not the result that I wanted. And I did still sing. And the idea is I ended up having COVID. My whole family got COVID. I went through a very difficult time, right? Some people don't have many symptoms. I started off like that, and then I just was in bed and struggled through it. And there were 3 messages that I want to share from my experience that helped me prepare myself for Purim. Number one is the obvious one, is it's very, very important to social distance because COVID isn't a joke and we have responsibilities. We have a responsibility to our students, to the people that we care about. We have responsibilities to ourselves, to look after ourselves. And we have a responsibility to be a Kiddush Hashem. So it's very important to keep social distancing. The second thing is that during COVID, there are times when you feel great and there are times when you feel terrible, right? You feel at the bottom and sometimes you feel like it's over because things are going good. But that's life. Life has ups and downs, and we have to realize that both will pass, right? That is what life is about. And the third thing is that when there are times that you might feel desperate during COVID, and like, what can you do, right? You're in so much pain. So you know that you have God. And there are 2 different ways to pray to God. When things are going bad, you say, God, please help me. Give me hope, right? Let me see the light, right? And that's when you're really connecting to God in the darkness. And then there are times where you just feel a little better. And then you thank God. And then you realize you've been cared for. And there's always someone looking after you, which is an incredible experience. On Purim, it is not like Yom Kippur. On Yom Kippur, it is light. We're just praying to God, we're there. On Purim, we have to interact with the world. We have to give Mishloach Manot presence, interact with people, be in the moment, right? And in many ways, it's a higher level because we can get lost in it. We can get lost in the drinking. We can get lost in the presence. But we have to realize, no, that's when we still have to see God. That even in these times, we have to see God, right? And that's the challenge of Purim. But that's why if we can connect in that way, it's going to be a fantastic holiday. I couldn't have been prepared in any higher level possible by having COVID, prepare myself for Purim. Because I want to connect to God and see God in that darkness, right? And also be that example. Be an example of learning how I need to be a better rabbi, a better person, a better leader. These are all some of the lessons that I've been learning. I want to wish everyone a real opportunity to prepare for this Purim and make it special, and not get lost in the partying and the drinking and all these things, but to see it as an opportunity to really connect to the Almighty. The Almighty loves us. This is a great opportunity to connect even in the darkness. I want to wish everyone a great Shabbos and preparation for Purim.